Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, so when it comes to my experience and background in online business, I have been doing online business for over 8 years now, kind of when this whole thing wasn't really around. I started with Instagram theme pages back in 2016. I grew an Instagram theme page that was branded around football or soccer, if you're in the US, from 0 to 1 million followers. And then I went on to sell it in March 2020. So I did that for around 4 years. However, throughout those years, I managed to also build this business that I listed for sale right now, because the Instagram theme page business I had fully outsourced. I was not working on that much. I had a lot of free time on my hands, which when I saw the potential in YouTube, so in early 2019, I started a YouTube channel that is not this business that is for sale right now, but it's a different channel. And I got that grow quite quickly. In fact, over 100,000 subscribers in the first year. And that's when I really saw the potential. By doing that channel, I figured out that there's a lot of money to make on the SEO side of YouTube, which is something that not a lot of people tend to focus on. So at the end of 2019, I started this business that is listed for sale right now that is all focused on SEO traffic on YouTube. So since the end of 2019, I have been running this business, which has done extremely well for me. It's a really nice cash flow business that I've been able to grow and then also use that cash flow to start a few other online businesses as well. But yeah, that said, I have been around in the space for over 8 years now. I've had a couple companies, I've sold a few, and right now I've just listed this one for sale as well, as I'm looking to exit.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
Yeah, so the reason I'm looking to sell this business instead of keeping or growing it is, first of all, the fact that I've been doing this for a very long time. Like I just said, I started this at the end of 2019, so coming up to 5 years now. Especially the first 2 years were very time intensive, where I was working on this pretty much 10 hours a day, up to 12 hours a day. So it was very intensive. And when I started this business, my financial situation was much different. I did not have the same capital as I have right now. And back in the day, I had a lot of motivation to grow it and to scale up the business, which I happened to do. So I had that, as well as a passion around creating content that right now just grew out of. Because I've been doing this for such a while, it doesn't really interest me anymore to continue to keep it or continue to grow it, as the activities that you need to do in order to grow the business, I'm kind of sick and tired of, because I had been doing that in such an intensive way for an extended period of time. And apart from that, my interests have just shifted towards different stuff, pursuing different projects. That is pretty much the reason I'm looking to sell it. The business is still performing very well, and I believe it will thrive under new ownership if done correctly, which we'll get later on into as well.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
So when it comes to the amount and type of work that you need to do on this business to maintain it, there's actually two different phases, as I like to describe it. There's a growth phase and a maintaining phase. And I'll describe both the amount of work and the type of work that you need to do. So when it comes to the growth phase, which is, of course, one of the most important, it comes down to investing your budget into the video production which comes like the entire team and etc. comes with it, which you can see in the listing. But in a growth phase, you would invest your money into video production so that you would upload a lot of videos. Uploading videos is what drives revenue in this business. All right. Now, the only thing that you need to do as the business owner to grow this business is make sure that videos are being published. And in order to have videos published, you need to send video topics to the content team so that they can then make that video. So in the growth phase, you would either yourself do keyword research and figure out which videos to make that would grow the business. Now, these would be videos that rank in the search results and pick up traffic over time every single day. Or you would simply hire someone, a YouTube specialist, to do that work, and that's it. So you can either do this yourself. If you were to go down that route, you would be in charge of assigning video topics to the content production team, or you can hire someone to do that. That's what you need to do in the grow phase. It's very simple. It's not a complex business. And when it comes to the maintaining phase, it's really simple. All you need to do is overview the analytics and make sure that there's no problems going on with the channel. That is literally it in the maintaining phase. It's very simple and non-complex. So once you get to a certain stage of revenue in the growth phase, you can kind of keep maintaining it by not investing, not uploading any more videos. The revenue will stay steady because of the SEO model. And that is really it. So there's two phases, grow and maintaining. Growing means that you need to start uploading videos so that the uploaded videos will start ranking in the search results and then produce more money so that you start growing. And then once you hit a certain point and you want to take some profits, you can keep it at a maintaining level simply by overviewing the channel, making sure there's no problem, but you don't have to keep reinvesting actively at that moment.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
So if I were to keep the business and I would have to grow it, here's what I would do. It's actually a pretty simple format. So growing the business really comes down to uploading more videos that then rank high in the YouTube search results for search phrases that get a lot of traffic. So what I would do is upload as many videos as your budget allows in emerging markets. For example, AI software, new social media apps, brand new features on the already popular social media apps. Whenever this happens, right, there's a lot of people that will start using these apps, will start using these AI tools, will start running into these problems because of the new features. And what they will do is they'll go to YouTube and they'll search for how to fix the problem. However, when that happens, there's not a lot of content or potentially even no content yet because all of the features and all of the tools, etc., are brand new. So if you make videos about these problems, about these AI tools, about these softwares, etc., whatever it is that people search for, as one of the first, you're going to be ranking very quickly in a matter of days because the YouTube algorithm, when it comes to the SEO side, is nowhere near as complex as Google, for example. So you will rank very quickly, you'll pick up all the traffic, and it will continue to do so for months or even years down the line, as we've seen with other videos up on our channels. So making videos that explain the solutions to these brand new problems will ensure that you rank high and get more views pretty quickly. That's the best approach, and that has historically been proven to work on my channel as well as other channels from people that have been doing this for maybe 10 years. And it will always continue to work because whenever something new comes out and people run into issues, which is bound to happen, they'll go to YouTube and try and figure out a solution. So if you provide the solution for them with a simple tutorial done by the production team and upload it, you will rank fast, you'll get the views, and it will continue to rank for months, potentially years down the line.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
When it comes to the biggest risk within this business that you should be aware of, there is only really one thing, but this is the most important thing as well, of course, and that is not knowing YouTube guidelines. That's the only danger in this business model because there's a lot of stuff on the platform that you cannot upload. Now, there is the obvious ones such as violent content or sexual content, anything down those lines, which makes sense, but there's also a bit more, let's call it sneaky things that you cannot do. So for example, in the tutorial space, which is what this business is in, you might stumble up on video ideas like how to download XYZ for free or how to get XYZ for free. Now, showing stuff that usually costs money and showing the viewer how to get it for free is illegal and it does not fit the YouTube guidelines. However, on the other side, there's a lot of people searching for it. So you might stumble up on that video idea and you're like, yeah, this is a really good topic. This will make a lot of money down the line. Now, that's just one of the things that is not allowed. And there's a couple more things, such as bypassing plagiarism, or there's a lot of little stuff that you should know about. And that's really the danger in this industry. Now, don't worry about that though. Like I said, I've been in this industry for coming up to 5 years now. So I know all the specific video topics to look out for. Another one is how to download YouTube videos. It's not allowed in the terms of service. So if you upload a video showing how to do it with an external website, not allowed, you'll get in trouble. A lot of these little things I have found out the hard way in the 5 years that I've been running this business. So I can tell you about all of it if you were to take over this business, to make sure that you can run the business smoothly and not get into any of the trouble that I just mentioned.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
I'm willing to offer 60 days of intensive support to the new business owner. So that can be texting, emails, even video calls if you need any help. So I recommend we definitely set up a few onboarding calls in the beginning to get familiar with the business economics and the systems. And then from there on, it will probably be just little things that you might run into or some little questions that you just need an answer to. So that is no problem whatsoever. Overall, if a year down the line you want help, you have my number. You can always drop a message. Totally open to making sure that the new business owner continues to run this business in a successful way.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out agreement?
Very potentially, I'm open to a structure like this, but it's definitely not preferred. I might be open to it if the initial payment is at an acceptable level. However, the reason I'm not a fan of this is because this business is such a cash flowing business. It's such a lean business to run that the point of selling it is that you get the money up front that it would otherwise generate anyway, months or, depending on the sale price, years down the line.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
All right, so here's what I think that purchasing this business is definitely worth it. So first of all, it's a very easy to manage business. It is not complex. There's no customers as all the revenue comes from the YouTube side, so the ads that play on your videos. So that is very lean. It's easy to manage because of that, because you're only having to control a production team, which already comes with a manager and everything like that. So in order to run this business, you would only have one contact person, which is the manager of the production team. So it's very simple. The way the business model works is also very simple and lean. You make money by uploading videos. That's the only thing that you need to do. So very simple once again. On top of that, it's a proven concept. It's a proven idea. It's been going on forever. It's basically just SEO, which has been going on forever since the internet came out, right? Now on YouTube, there's been other businesses like this that have been doing this for over 12 years. And throughout that entire period, they have been able to maintain a very steady amount of views over the years, which if you look at a 12-year period, that is fantastic to see. It's very steady. Like I said, once you get it to a certain point, it will continue to be there for months down the line, even if you do not decide to continue to upload videos. So once you reach a certain stage, you can stop investing, let's say, and it will continue to generate roughly the same amount of revenue for a couple months down the line. So you can take profits very steady. If you then start uploading again, it will quickly continue to grow. So if you're looking for a business that has low investment costs because the production team is very cheap, it's $5 for a video that's between 1 and 4 minutes, roughly, and then $20 for an 8-minute to 12-minute video, which is very cheap, especially in this faceless YouTube industry. So it has very low costs and the profit margins are very high. I have videos that have generated $6,000, some even over $10,000, and the videos cost $20 to make. So that's great. And it's just a very simple, free cash flow business that is just one of the best ways to make money in a simple way, in my opinion.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.